The book of 2 Samuel is the story of a kingdom rising, falling, and rising again. It's the story of David, not just the shepherd boy who killed Goliath, but David the king. A man after God's heart, but also a man whose flaws nearly destroyed everything. 2 Samuel is dramatic, raw, and deeply human. It shows us that even those chosen by God wrestle with weakness. But it also shows us the power of God's forgiveness and faithfulness. After Saul's tragic end, Israel needed a leader. David was crowned king. At first, his reign was full of victories. He brought the Ark of the Covenant to Jerusalem, uniting the nation in worship. The kingdom flourished. Hope was everywhere. But success can be dangerous. And David's story reminds us how quickly triumph can turn to tragedy when we lose focus. One evening, David saw Bathsheba. Instead of turning away, he gave in to desire. This single choice set off a chain reaction: lies, betrayal, even murder. Here's the lesson. Sometimes the greatest battles aren't fought on the battlefield, but in the quiet places of our hearts. David could defeat Goliath, but he struggled to defeat his own temptation. And yet, God didn't abandon him. Though the consequences were painful, God's mercy still met David in his brokenness. And that's a lesson for us too. The world is full of hidden traps, not just in life, but online as well. That's why I use NordVPN. It keeps your browsing private, protects you on mobile or PC, and gives you peace of mind knowing your information is safe. Think of it like digital protection for your online journey. The link is in the description. Check it out to stay secure and support this channel at the same time. Now, back to David's story. After his sin with Bathsheba, cracks began to show in David's family. His children fought, jealousy grew, and pain spread through the palace. Most famously, his son Absalom rose up against him. Imagine the heartbreak, your own child turning against you, chasing your throne. David wept as he fled Jerusalem, barefoot, humiliated. This part of 2 Samuel shows us that sin doesn't just affect us. It ripples out, touching the lives of those around us. But even in the middle of betrayal, God never left David. Absalom's rebellion ended, and David was restored as king. It wasn't an easy restoration. The scars remained, but the promise stood. God had chosen David's line for something greater. 2 Samuel ends with both hope and longing. Hope, because God kept his covenant with David. Longing, because it makes us look forward to the Son of David, Jesus, who would come generations later and rule with perfect justice and mercy. So what's 2 Samuel really about? It's about leadership, it's about failure, but above all, it's about God's mercy. David's victories inspire us, his failures humble us, and God's faithfulness through it all reminds us, no matter how broken we are, his plans cannot be stopped. For you and me today, that means our mistakes don't have to be the end of our story. If God could restore David, he can restore you too. The book of 2 Samuel is messy, emotional, and powerful, because it's real. And it points us to the King who would come after David, the one who would never fail, Jesus Christ. If this video helped you see 2 Samuel in a new light, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, no failure is final when God's grace is in the story.